For the first time I tried the steps. And it was still pretty much like it did in the movies. It's a little different now. But how they did it with the piano, I just barely made it up there. I thought as a person who's made an entire career out of stealing with Stan Laurel, the least I could do is most of you probably know the story of how I got to meet him. I found his name of the Santa Monica phone book one day, and just called up, and he invited me up to his house there on the ocean front. And I used to go visit him on Sunday afternoon. And I found out that so many comedians are making a pilgrimage up there. Jerry Lewis, Danny Kaye, a lot of people go up there and ask Stan, you know, what it's all about. And if you ask him what's funny about, I don't know. I just feel what's funny. He was the sweetest man you ever met in your life. A gentleman called me Dickie. Hello, Dickie. But when Stan passed away, Lois, his wife, asked me to do the eulogy, probably the greatest honor that I've ever experienced in my life. He had left me the hat, and it disappeared to this day. Nobody knows what that hat is. But I do have his bow tie. His bow tie. I've done him several, you know, I did him on the RO series years ago on the Van Dyck show, and I asked him to come down and kind of be technical director, and he didn't want to go out. He had a slight stroke, but you couldn't tell it. Anyway, he wouldn't come down. When the show was over, I called him and asked him what he thought. He gave me about 40 mistakes I made. He said, didn't you notice I used paper clips for my cufflinks? He took the heels off his shoes. I didn't know that. To give him that stance and that walk. I didn't know that. Several things, and I had tried to iron the rib of that flat and it wouldn't go. But I've done him, Chuck McCann, everybody knows Chuck? Yeah. Yeah, where is Chuck? I thought sure he'd be around today. He did the best Stan Laurel. And is it Chuck McCann? The guy who did Laurel so well. McGeorge, yeah. By far the best I've ever seen. And then about... You are. Huh? You are. Not as good as him. But a year later, in that same chapel, at that same funeral home, did the eulogy for Buster Keaton. And the same people showed up, except for Buster, of course. I was trying to think, Alan Mowbray and Patty, I can't think of the name. I got to know, I used to go out to the motion picture home and visit some of the old guys. There was one guy there from the Keystone Cops. I can't remember his name. And he started making jewelry, you know, costume jewelry and selling it. Well, he had a customer, a lady who was about 80 years old, a millionaire. He ended up meeting her and marrying her and spent the rest of his life in military. I think it's the greatest story I ever heard. Anybody got any questions? You know, all I did when I went to Stan was ask him questions. How did you do this? How did you think of that? How did you do this? And so I kept him talking. He remembered everything. He still sat at that little portable typewriter and wrote every day for he and Babe. He still was writing sketches right up to the end. That box disappeared. Nobody knows where all those sketches are. I'd love to have those. And he said that Babe was the funniest guy he ever knew. But he did all the directing, all the writing, and everything. Babe liked to be on the golf course by 4. So he waited until it got after 4 when he was really getting pissed. Then he would take all those tapes that when he was really mad. All he was doing all those, he'd get them all together. And he hated the crying, which everybody thought was so fun. He didn't like it. He didn't like the crying, and he didn't like the tie thing. Somebody was noticing one of the early ones before he fell into his character, when he was kind of a rakish guy, some of those silents, those 2-reelers. It wasn't Stan at all. There hasn't been a comedy team since then. Anything like them. They were like 2 children, totally dependent on each other. They fought like little kids. They loved one another. I've not seen that in any comedy team since. It's funny that back then, I used to go on Saturday to see Laurel and Hardy, and at 10 o'clock my mom would have to come and get me out the theater because I'd just sit and watch it over and over again. But then they were seen as B-movie actors. People didn't recognize the geniuses they were till I think in the late 50s and 60s they suddenly realized what a great all-time comedy team they were. I never got to meet Babe. I would have loved to. A funny, funny man. What's your favorite movie? Way Out West is mine. But anybody got a favorite? No?
Music Box.
Music Box. I just love Jimmy. Well, who was the guy with the mustache? Jimmy. Come on. You're all fans. Yeah.
We're all fans, but we're all old.
I see some young people here. That's good.
Yes.
Who are discovering them. Okay, that's all I wanted to read a poem that I found. I read it at the, I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's the whole, I went on forever. Do I have any glasses in there? I'm 90 years old, I think. That's close enough.
90 years young.
Yeah. But the actuarial table said the average life of a male in the United States is 78.5 years. So I'm playing with house money. Gotta be.
So when are you going to be back on TV?
I don't know. They don't hire old people. This is just a poem that I read that I thought so appropriate for staff. God bless all clowns who startle the world with laughter, who ring the rafters with flying jest, who make the world spin merry on its way, and somehow add more beauty to each day. God bless all clowns, so poor the world would be, lacking their piquant touch, hilarity, the belly laughs, the ringing, lovely mirth that makes a friendly place to this earth. God bless all clowns, give them a long, good life. Make bright their way. They're a race apart, alchemists most, who turn their heart's pain into a dazzling jest to lift the heart. God bless all clowns. Thank you.
Any other questions you have for Dick, perhaps? Any questions anybody has? No? Okay, thank you so much, Dick, for coming, making this a super special event. Best one we've ever had. Thank you.